sing how great is our God. We were created to worship God by delighting in Him. So I don't want to skim over that. I don't want to skim over what the phrase delighting in Him means. So how many of you guys are dating somebody right now? Okay. Tyrell, you're not dating nobody? What?
I'm surprised that he's in.
No. Ladies, man. Ladies, man.
Girl's day, I can't trust her.
No, they just
We're hard to trust,
can't
man.
trust him.
What? Actually, I'm talking to a girl right now, so.
Okay.
So what are you talking like 5 girls?
No, right.
Well,
You're talking to your brother.
anyways,
Wow, that's creepy.
let me ask you this, because I'm dating somebody also. She's right there. But do you enjoy being around that person?
Yes.
Is that the honest truth, though? The person that you're dating, do you enjoy being around them? You enjoy their presence.
Yes, I do.
You know, whether me and Dakota are sitting on the couch watching TV or we go bowling, I enjoy her presence. I enjoy being around her. So to delight in someone, that means we're delighting in them and we enjoy being around them. To delight in someone means to experience great pleasure and joy in their presence when they're around, to enjoy their presence. But this only happens when we know this person very well. And I notice, you know, ever since me and Dakota got together, as we've been together, you know, the months that we have, that I have grown in my relationship with her. The more that I know about her, the more that we get to know each other. So this delight in the Lord that the Bible talks about in Psalm 37 verse 4, it says, delight yourself in the Lord and He will give you the desires of your heart. We must know Him better. And that's why I asked you, do you know Him better than you did when you first became a Christian? You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. That's an awesome verse of Scripture. And what we learn is that David, and you'll learn a lot about David. If you don't know much about him, hopefully this will deepen your understanding of him. He found true joy and satisfaction in pursuing God and in living for His glory. We can already assume that from what this verse of Scripture says. In fact, most of the Psalms, the longest book of the Bible, consisting of 150 Psalms, and all of them are praise songs to God. No matter what's going on in the Psalms, whether like Psalm 51, where David has sinned against God and he says, have mercy on me, O God, you know, and whether he's going through trouble, save me from my enemies, whatever it might be. In every single psalm, there's always some kind of praise. In each and every one of them, you'll find it to be true. So we learned that, like David, we will find our greatest joy and satisfaction in living for what we were created to do, and that is to worship. We are to express great joy in God, to marvel and be amazed and astonished at His goodness and His greatness, to stand in awe of His magnificence. My bad. That's what that song that we sang earlier talks about. How great is our God. Age to age He stands. He's mighty in power. He's mighty to save. We are to treasure God as the most priceless treasure, His feet. So, like David, we will find our greatest joy and satisfaction in doing what we were created to do, and that is to worship God. It's that simple. We were created to be worshipers of God, and that true joy and satisfaction can only be found in Him. You eat one of those awesome tacos, whatever you might want on it, and you're like, wow, this is just delicious. This is great. I love the spiciness in here. The cheese is great. The lettuce, whatever it might be. It's just awesome. It's so good. And so the waiter or waitress, whoever you want to, whatever gender you prefer to be your caretaker at a restaurant, they urge you to try something else. Come on, try this Spanish rice, or try this, other food, or whatever it might be. And you say, no, I would rather have this taco over anything else. So what does your excitement about that taco say about it?
It's nasty.
No, it's the exact opposite. What is your excitement and enthusiasm, enjoyment of it say about the worth of that taco? It means a lot to you, right?
No.
It means a lot to you because you would rather prefer that taco over any other food. Well, here's another way of saying this, and this is really important. Your enjoyment of this taco brings glory to it. When you prefer it above all things, when you say that it's so awesome and everything, your enjoyment of that taco brings glory to it. And here's another way of saying that God is glorified when we enjoy Him. God is most glorified when we are most satisfied in Him. He is most glorified when we are most satisfied in Him. So we bring God glory when we enjoy Him. Psalm C phrase where it says, "O God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh faints for you, as in a dry and weary land where there is no water. So I have looked upon you in the sanctuary, beholding your power and glory, because your steadfast love is better than life. My lips will praise you, so I will bless you as long as I live. In your name I will lift up my hands." That's crazy. David, he says, your love, God, is better than life itself. It's better than life itself. If there's no desire in your heart right now to know God like David did in Psalm 16, verse 11, you make known me the path of life. We already looked at that. And the one I just read, then we need to act on that. Then we need to pray, God, give me a desire to know you better. But if there is a desire to know God like that was put there by God, if there's any desire in your heart to know Him more, to know Him deeper, that was put there by God, and it should be cause for encouragement. We should encourage it, and it should be acted upon. But like I said, if there's no desire for God in your life right now, pray that God will give you that desire. Because
to the hills, where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth.